هيا هيا يا رجال هيا بالثبات هيا هيا يا رجال هيا بالثبات عش عزيزا مت سعيدا عش عزيزا مت سعيدا ولا
Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam has now been calling to Islam in Mecca for almost 8 years. He and the small community of Muslims have been met with hostility and rejection from the people of Mecca. Spread slander about him, to torture the Muslims, to force them to leave the religion, and even tried to bribe the Prophet ﷺ into stopping his call in exchange for position, wealth, and women. Efforts have worked in stopping the Prophet ﷺ from spreading the message of the oneness of God. They gathered to think of a way to stop the Prophet ﷺ once and for all. Quraysh men discussing to assassinate the Prophet.
This is Muhammad. We have tried all ways to stop him from spreading his message, but he is still carrying on. His uncle Abu Talib also does not want to accept our negotiations to get him to stop. He has corrupted our women and children. Many are following his call to this new religion. He is bringing and living what our forefathers followed. I think there is no other way to stop him except to kill him.
No, we Bani Hashim won't allow you to kill him.
You don't have to worry. We will get a man not of Quraisy to kill him. Then we will pay you double his blood money. At least you will also be relieved of him.
No, we will never let you kill him. He is of our family, although we do not follow his religion.
We will still do it, no matter what it takes. We need to get rid of Muhammad.
Abu Talib addresses Bani Hashim and Bani Muttalib.
O Bani Hashim, O Bani Muttalib, our people of Quraysh plan to kill our nephew Muhammad. We must protect and defend him.
Yes, we agree. Although some of us are not of his religion, we cannot let them kill our own flesh and blood.
But what can we do? They can kill him anytime. There are so many in number compared to us. They also have so many evil ways of carrying out their plans.
I think the best way will be to bring him to our shi'ab, the area of the valley where we all live. There, we will all be able to take turns to protect him.
Yes, I agree. That will be the best thing to do.
Policies of Quraysh make an evil plan.
It has reached us that Bani Hashim and Bani Muttalib, both the believers and disbelievers, have decided to bring Muhammad to the Shi'ib and protect him. Do you agree with this, Abu Lahab?
I heard Abu Lahab saying he doesn't agree. He may be of Bani Hashim, but he hates Muhammad and his new religion. He will not join them. Instead, he will support all of you.
So now, what do we do? Muhammad is now protected, and we will not easily reach him.
I suggest we boycott them totally. We will pressure them to hand over Muhammad to us so we can kill him.
Boycott? What do you mean?
We will shun them totally. We will not mix with them, sit with them, or enter their homes, and we will not marry any of them.
I agree. We will also not buy and sell things to them or buy things from them. They will go hungry and be forced to surrender Muhammad to us. Yes, we we must also vow to never accept a reconciliation with them and not feel any sympathy or mercy towards them, whatever condition they will be in, until they hand over Muhammad.
They gather around to write on a parchment. Abu Lahab says to hang up this agreement on top of the Kaaba so that it becomes sacred and no one will dare to break it. On the way back, Quraishi man meets Quraishi woman. I overheard Abu Lahab talking to Hind al-Udbah. What did he say? He said, did he not separate from those who separated from Allah and Al-Uzza and turned against them? Yes, he did. May God reward him well for what he has done. Caravan comes to Makkah with goods.
Caravan from Yemen is here. Quick, go and make a deal with them before any of Muhammad's people reach it first.
2 men of Quraysh rush to the caravan.
Welcome, can I help you today? We have an important message from the merchants of Quraysh for you. What is it? Tell me.
Any of Bani Hashim or Bani Muttalib come to buy any of your goods, raise their prices so they will not be able to buy anything from you. Do not buy anything from them too.
What do I get in return? We will pay you the price of these goods many times over. Okay, it's a deal.
Men of Bani Hashim comes to buy things.
Can I have a bag of spices, 2 handfuls of frankincense, a kilo of Yemeni wheat, and 3 sets of small cloth for the children?
You are from Bani Hashim, right?
The man nodded.
The bag of spices is 10 dirhams, and the frankincense is 20 dirhams, and the wheat is 15 dirhams. The cloth will be 12 dirhams each.
What? Why is it all so expensive? I really need it to feed my family and also as my medicine. My children's clothes are tattered and need to be replaced.
I have made a deal with the Quraysh. If I raise the price of my goods, they will give me multiple times the price of my goods.
Please, sir, I beseech you. I really need these things. Our women are weak with starvation. Our children are crying due to hunger. Their crying is so loud that their cries can be heard beyond our ship. Please feel pity for us.
I tell you, I have made a deal with Quraysh. I am just awaiting their promised payment. Are you able to pay me multiple times the price?
No, I'm not able to, sir. 10 dirhams is all I have. We are getting poorer and poorer by the day because the Quraysh has stopped everyone from trading with us.
You only have 10 dirhams? Then I cannot help you.
The man goes off disappointed. Man goes home to his family.
Did you manage to buy anything?
We can't buy from the market. They are not allowed to trade with us. The Quraysh have made deals with all the traders outside Mecca to raise their prices for us. So my 10 dirhams isn't enough to buy anything at all.
Ya Allah, our poor children. I can't bear them, see them suffering like this. We adults are starving. What more them?
Me too. Hearing them cry until they are rolling around on the ground, holding their bellies is so saddening.
We are hungry. We are hungry. Food, water. No. It's been 2 years since we are staying here in this neighborhood, not able to go anywhere and communicate with anyone else.
We have to remain patient, dear. May Allah accept all of these sacrifices from us to help his religion.
I think I'll just have to green leaves and make them in water again and feed our kids. We have nothing left. Go outside and see if you can find any pieces of animal skin here. Husband go out of the house sadly. He looks around and meets Sa'd bin Abi Waqqas.
What are you looking for, my dear friend?
Anything at all that can be eaten by my children. They are dying due to starvation.
Yes, do look around. You might find something. Last night, I went out to relieve myself. Suddenly, I heard a sound under me. I looked and lo and behold, I saw a dry piece of camel skin. I was so excited at finding something that could fill my stomach. So I took it, washed it, broke it, and soaked it in water. It kept me standing for 3 days.
Yes, I'll keep looking. Anything at all is better than nothing.
It's been 2 years since all this has been happening. I pray that Allah will relieve us of this soon.
Ameen, Ya Rabbal Alameen. Hakim bin Hizam and his servants are on the way to send wheat to his aunt Khadija.
Hurry up before anyone sees us. The Quraisy do not allow us to give them food. I do not agree with this religion Muhammad has brought, but by God, I can't bear seeing my own beloved Aunt Khadija starve. I see someone coming. Oh no, it's Abu Jahl. There's nowhere to hide.
Abu Jahl seizes Hakim.
Are you bringing food to Banu Hashim? By God, you and your food will not budge from here until I scandalize you in Makkah.
Abu Bakr, another of the politics of Quraysh, passes by.
What is between you? He is bringing food to Banu Hashim. Will you prevent him from taking his own food, which belongs to her, that she had left with him? Leave the man be. You weak man. You say this because pity has come to your heart for them. No, I'm just keeping them baptized. You're the one who's evil. Our relatives are starving and we're letting them be. I will never let him bring food to those people until they surrender Muhammad to us.
Abu Bakr took the jawbone of a camel and struck and cut Abu Jahl with it. Then he wrestled him to the ground. And Hakim carried on to send the wheat to Khadija binti Khuwailid.
A few politics of Quraysh who are not content with the boycott draw up a plan to destroy the manuscript containing.
Oh Zuhair, are you content to eat food, dress in clothes, and marry women, while your uncles, as you know, cannot buy and sell or get married?
Hisham, I regret that all of this is happening, but what can I do? I'm only one man. By Allah, if there were other people who did not agree with it like me, I will go and break this agreement.
You have found someone who does not agree as well.
Who?
Me. Let's find a third person who also does not agree and can support us.
They went around meeting a few other men. At last, there were 5 of them: Zuhair, Hisham, Sam'a, Al-Mut'im, and Abu Bakhtari. They met one night to discuss. They drew up an agreement to abolish the treaty. The next morning, they went to the Kaaba when many people were there. Dressed in formal robes, Zuhair does tawaf 7 times.
O people of Makkah, is it right for us to eat food, wear clothes, and Bani Hashim are dying? No one buys from them or sells to them. By Allah, I will not sit until this oppressive manuscript hung on the Kaaba is torn up.
You lie. By God, it will not be torn up.
You, by God, are more of a liar. We never agreed to write this in the first place.
Zam'a tells the truth. We never agreed to what is written in it, and we do not accept it.
You two speak the truth. We are innocent before God of the manuscript and whatever is in it.
Yes, what they say is true. I have never agreed to it.
This is all something you all planned at night. All the great people of Quraysh agreed to it. Muhammad has to be stopped, and there is no other way to get him to stop except in this way. Look, Abu Talib is coming. He will surely hand Muhammad over to us.
Yes, our plan has worked. The Muslims can buy all this animal and we finally surrender. Oh, Quraysh, many things have been happening. Bring that manuscript here. We will see if we can settle this matter. You will hand Muhammad over to us. That is the only way this matter will be settled. We will not accept anything else. It is because of Muhammad, our ties and cut and your people are in danger. Bring me the manuscript.
Manuscript was taken down from the Kaaba and brought forth.
My nephew Muhammad, who has never lied to me, has told me that Allah Most High has sent termites to eat all the words on the document, except the words Bismillahumma. If what he says is true, we will never hand him over until every one of us dies. But if what he says is false, we will hand him over to you to kill or do whatever you want. This is fair. We agree to what you say.
They opened the manuscript and true enough, it had been eaten by termites except Bismillahumma.
Oh, this must be the sorcery of Muhammad. Oh, Quraysh, for what are we boycotted? Now it is clear that you are the ones who have done so much evil.
And Mut'im tore up the document. The men rushed to the Muslims.
Oh, Bani Hashim! Oh, Bani Muttalib! Rejoice!
The treaty has been revoked. You can go back to your home.
We can buy and sell from you again.
You can come back to Makkah now.
All praises be to Allah. This is one of the mu'jiza of Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam.
Hayya hayya ya rijal, hayya bis saman. Hayya hayya ya rijal, hayya bis saman. Ish azizan uj sa'idan. Ish azizan uj sa'idan. Wala tubali lil'adu. Wala tubali lil'adu. Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar. Hayya bis saman. Allahu Akbar,
يا رجال هيا بالثبات هيا هيا يا رجال هيا بالثبات عش عزيزا مت سعيدا عش عزيزا مت سعيدا ولا تبالي للعدو ولا تبالي للعدو الله أكبر الله أكبر الله أكبر هيا بالثبات الله أكبر الله أكبر الله أكبر هيا بالثبات Come on, oh men, let us be steadfast. Come on, oh men, let us be steadfast. Live honorable, die in pleasure. Live honorable, die in pleasure. And disregard all enemies. And disregard all enemies. Allah is great. Allah is great. Allah is great. Let us be steadfast. Allah is great. Allah is great. Allah is great. Let us be steadfast. Mari manusia kekal teguh. Mari manusia kekal teguh. Hidup mulia mati gembira. Hidup mulia mati gembira. Musuh jangan dipedulikan. Musuh jangan dipedulikan. Allah Maha Besar, Allah Maha Besar, Allah Maha Besar, kekal teguh. Allah Maha Besar, Allah Maha Besar, Allah Maha